Welcome, Yassas, Yasu, and hello from the amigos of Pafos FC. I'm your host, Amigo Darren, and today we are looking at last night's clash between Pafos FC and Akritas Chloraka. What an interesting fixture it was. The weather didn't fail us at all, really. Well, it was totally abysmal weather. We turned up there. It was dry. It was nice. I managed to have a little tin of beer before I went down to the stadium. And as we went in and sat down to get our seats, the heavens opened just as the players were literally waiting to come out in the tunnel. Heavens opened and the lightning flashes were unbelievable. To quote a famous song, thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening, to say the least. And they were nearby. They were nearby to say, and like making everybody go, ooh, ah, like you do when you see a big flash of lightning. But the majority of the fans scrambled over towards where the stands were, trying to seek refuge out of the downpour that came. As you can see on this, ridiculous weather. You can see the raindrops on it, man. It was awful, absolutely awful. And the stands were just about saving this amigo from getting absolutely drenched. I think I was 2 rows away from getting soaked. So, yay for me. That said and done, it was a good night for Pafos, to say the least. A very good night. Even though the weather and the conditions were not compatible with flowing football, there was a lot of mistakes and stuff like that. And, well, let's have a look at the highlights and we'll talk you through it. Courtesy of Alphabet and CableNet Sports, thank you for this early video. They're the best, you know what I mean? They always manage to get stuff out early, and I can manipulate it and increase the resolution. Anyway, so Pafos came out. We weren't playing in blue, we were playing in white, and Chloraka were playing in green. So the scene was set, the rain was tumbling down. We knew it was going to be slippy. It was very windy, and the wind was blowing more or less from left to right. So Pafos playing with the wind in the first half, should I say. Well, that first attempt went sailing over, and Jar Jar seemed to be doing that most of the match. This fella, though, he keeps getting into dangerous positions. Correa, man, he is like reading the game so well. But Chloraka hadn't come just to lie down. They were playing some good football at times, and I was quite surprised. I mean, this effort goes high and wide, but they were creating chances for themselves on more than one occasion. And this lad's got some pace on the wing, left winger. He cuts inside, takes a shot. Michael bats it back out. That's the first opportunity, really, of a goal in the game. The Chloraka striker should have buried that. I know it was difficult conditions. It was windy and pouring down, but that was a golden opportunity. Having said that, Pafos came up back on the attack strongly and laying the ball out, trying to get it work behind the Chloraka defence. Nearly, but get a corner instead. Here we see open play again, where it breaks down, and we're thinking, give it him, give it him, give it him. He gives it him. Jar Jar blasted over again. Oh my God. He just doesn't seem to be firing on all cylinders. I think maybe he's got something in his head. I don't know. But he'll come good. We know he'll come good. That said and done, this great pass, and he's there again. What a finish. Showed great composure. A lot of people might have gone for the shot, but no, he just used his head, taps it in. Correa puts Pafos 1-0 up. Yay, boys. Let's go. And what a run. Perfectly timed. He was well onside. And like just nods it straight past the keeper. Point blank range. Keeper didn't really have a chance, did he? Come on. I mean, look, he's well onside. Anyway, onward and upward. 1-0 to Pafos. So Chloraka responds with a couple of attacks, and this just creeps past that far post. I think Michael was a bit worried, to be fair. He was scrambling. Onward and upward, though. Pafos maintained the attack. We get a lucky break here with that. Cross comes in. Oh, what a finish by Bruno Felipe. You don't get stuff like that every day of the week. I mean, the cross is perfect from Sunic. Felipe, just perfect. The finish is incredible for the conditions that it was last night. Absolutely brilliant. Pafos 2, Akritas Chloraka 0. And we're thinking, yes, this is the night that we're going to be going, getting some goals. Anyway, shows great tenacity, that lad. Gives it to the right winger and just creeps past the far post again. I mean, they were getting their chances. Another one here, and he shoots, just clips over the bar. I mean, they were unlucky not to score Chloraka last night. And they've obviously been doing their homework, because far post corners, crosses rather, deep cross, seems to work against Pafos at the moment. Off the line. I mean, you know when it's going your way, because you get stuff like that. Michael commits, misses the ball, and it comes back out to them, and it's cleared off the line. What a finish, though, this is by Anderson. Little dink, straight over the keeper, in for 3. Great finish by Son. It's nice to see he's got his confidence back again to try and chip the keeper like that, and he'd come off. He scored last week, and he scored again this week. So I think we're going to see a little bit more of Anderson, maybe in the Champions League. I think he's going to be a formidable thing now for the rest of the season. He's on the side as well. Great run. But this, well, ranking like maybe second best goal of the game. You can't look. I'm not gonna criticize, because I know what he was trying to do, but it was awful conditions again last night, and I know I keep going on about it, but mistakes happen, don't they? You know, this little shot here, good save by the Chloraka keeper, and at the end of the game, 90+2. Well, I mean, it was a case of the stats: 54% possession for Pafos, 46 to Chloraka, 9 shots to 7, and 5 of those on target for Pafos, 4 for Chloraka. 5 corners for us, 6 for Chloraka, and 9 fouls committed by Pafos, 12 by Chloraka. Each team got 2 yellow cards. So all in all, a top result for Pafos. 4-0. We will take those results every day of the week. We were quite happy with that. 4-0. What can we say? I mean, it's a case of the boys played really well in the conditions, and I think Chloraka were unlucky not to at least get a consolation goal. But that's football, isn't it? I mean, we've all been on the receiving ends of games like that, where you've tried your best and everything you try just doesn't seem to come off, and then you put one in the back of your own net just to add icing on the cake. Thanks. We've all been there. I'm sure everybody knows a situation like that, whether it be football or any other sport, where that has happened. Yeah. Let's have a look at the table then. Yes, my son. Pafos top of the league still. We're still top of the league. Obviously, we played, I think that's an old one, actually. Yeah, because I think we're up on more points than that. Maybe uploaded the wrong one, but never mind. We're still top of the league, and we know we're top of the league, so nah. I think we're on 31 points anyway. But moving on, you can find us on X, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. If you want to join in the fun, and if you want to become an amigo of Pafos FC, hey, drop me a line and we'll have a chat and we'll see what we can sort out. You could become an amigo of Pafos FC. You even get a hat. What more could you want for Christmas? That said and done then. The next fixture for Pafos FC is yes, before I go on to fixtures, the interview for the coffee shop, Coffeeholic, opposite Pafos Stadium. That's out now. It was released, I think it was yesterday, and the full interview of Manolis, the owner, and George, his friend who was translating, is now available to watch. So take your time, maybe Saturday, Sunday afternoon, you can have a look at that and give us a bit of feedback on it. It's quite interesting, some of it. You never know. You might find out something you didn't know. And we'll see how that goes. So yeah, have a look at it. Coffee Holic interview with the owners. Also, now then, Wednesday, next fixture for Pafos is Wednesday. Kickoff is 10 p.m. at the Allianz Stadium in Turin against Juventus in UEFA Champions League. What we pull off any kind of result at this place. Oh, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And I know there's a lot of Pafos haters out there at the moment, but hey, we don't care. We don't care because the boys are doing it. The boys are doing everything for us. We don't need to say anything back at the moment. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be an interesting fixture because Juventus have got a lot of injuries at the moment. So I don't think if Pafos are going to have a chance, they're not going to get one any better than this. So let's see if the boys can pull off something miraculous in Turin on Wednesday night, kickoff 10 p.m. Get yourself down to Antonis' Sports Bar in Tala. Come down. There's a great atmosphere in there when the footy's on, whether it be UEFA Champions League or Cypriot First Division League. The place is amazing. I love it. Anyway, here's a little clip for those of you that are going to Italy, have managed to get your tickets and have saved up all your pennies to jump on the plane and get over there. Little creation of the Paphian Blue Knights making their way. You know it makes sense. The army's on the march. It just keeps going and going. There'll be thousands there. Let's hope so anyway for Pafos FC. And on that note, let's move on from that. Yes, it's going to be a great night. Yes, we're all going to enjoy it. Yes, the boys have done fantastically better than anyone has ever expected. And you know it's going to be a great night. So fingers crossed we hope it all goes the right way. And just remember, it's Pafos FC. It's not just a club. It's a way of life. Always remember that. Anyway, thanks for watching. And Pame Pafo, let's go!